This woman fakes her own kidnapping just so she can go get her back blown by another guy. We have fallen so far from God's grace. I got a banger from the Minor King. Let's get straight into it.
When I'm making him food and then remember I don't have a ring on my finger, so you'll give your body to these men without a ring, but you won't cook him a meal? Body count 28, meals cooked 0. That's an insane KD. Call your father and apologize. That is so tough.
You wanna marry me?
What about no?
What?
You're like, do you want to marry me? I read your lips and I said no.
We listen and we don't judge. When we were on our break, I got back together with my ex and we filmed content, and I'm still making money off of it.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
Oh no. Brutal, brother. Yeah, don't judge.
I mean, what the hell you spent $1,300 on?
A wig.
So, I just gave you $1,300 for the rent. Like, what do you mean? You spent $1,300 on the rent and the wig?
No, I just bought the wig with the money that you gave me. Is it that serious?
You gotta be joking.
Is it that serious? Yeah, I gave you rent money, stupid.
You stupid.
Right now.
No, you got more money. You can pay the rent again. It's not that serious.
I got more money. I can pay the rent again.
Okay, please don't act like you don't have the money.
You gotta be kidding me right now.
No, I'm serious. I told you last month I needed a new wig, and you said I could get one.
Yeah, you don't know what I got going on.
This guy.
Man, that is wild. I would be livid if I gave Cass money for the mortgage, even though it comes out of my name. I'd be livid if I gave her money for something and she spent it on something like that, bro. Wow.
I was wondering if I can get your number by any chance.
Nah, I'm good.
No? What about you?
You want my number?
Yeah.
I'm the second option?
Well?
Kings. I don't need to know their names because I know they're kings. I just hope they're having a blessed day.
This lady did the weirdest thing, bruh, to cheat on her husband. Her name is Sherry Papini. This was in 2016. She one day decided to go take a walk, and while she was walking, apparently she just vanished and didn't come back home. And mind you, she has a husband and 2 kids. So he goes out himself, he starts looking around for her with his kids. Pretty much nothing comes up. So he's like, what the hell? Ends up putting out like a police report. They end up putting out like missing person posters and stuff like that around the city. They look for this girl for 3 weeks. After the 3 weeks, bro, they ended up finding this girl on the side of a highway, and she was tied up. She had like a bag over her head, and she was super beat up, and like her nose was broken and stuff like that. Yeah. They start to ask her questions like, who are these people you think that kidnapped you and whatever? She said, I didn't get a good look at them, but I just know they were 2 Mexican women. She even gives them like a description, so they do like a sketch of both of these women, and she said like they were both wearing like bandanas. And for some reason, they kind of felt like the story just kind of didn't make sense. They basically were like, okay, well, can we get your clothes from the crime scene? They end up confiscating the old girl's clothes. What they end up finding is super interesting. There is no women that have any play in this at all through the DNA on her clothes. It actually was DNA from her ex-boyfriend that they found. So they end up going and visiting this girl's ex-boyfriend, and the minute he sees the cops, bro is like, oh, hell nah, bruh. She literally created this whole thing. It's a hoax. It's not even true. She beat herself up.
To the point where she broke her own
nose, tied herself up, all of this other stuff. This girl ends up getting caught up because dude snitches on her and pretty much gives them the whole breakdown. Like, she pretty much just wanted to cheat on her husband, and she did not want her family to find out.
That is insane, bro. How far people would go, bruh.
To cheat.
Just to cheat.
Bro, isn't there a movie like a Ben Affleck movie called like Gone Girl or something like that, where she like fakes all that stuff just so she can like, there's something that I can't remember the exact premise of that movie, but Chad, have you guys seen that movie? I think it's Gone Girl.
You are not here. You are not here.
There it goes. Golly. Somebody's in trouble, brother. Somebody's in trouble. Come on now. Come on now. Somebody's in trouble. You got that whole truck capsizing, toppling over like that?
Just today, like 4 hours ago.
Okay, and do you guys know each other's body count?
Yes. Okay, body count, no. That's irrelevant.
Is it?
What? You married her and don't know her body count?
You stupid.
Yes, pass it to pass. Like, this is my future.
Are you willing to admit it right now?
9.
9?
You're a liar!
9 other dudes been digging in those guts. Welcome to it. You're the 10th visitor to this tuna tunnel.
Stephen, I just hope they weren't puppy dog tears and they were real tears and you were genuinely going to split that mug.
I am going to split this.
That's 50,000. I'm just, it's unbelievable. I'm very, very happy to go home with
You were
50,000.
generally going to split.
If I stole off you, every single person there would run over here and lynch me.
There was no way I could. I mean, everyone who knew me would just be disgusted if I stole.
When people watch this, they're not going to believe it.
Please.
I can look you in the, Sarah, I can look you straight in the eye and tell you I am going to split. I swear down to you, I am going to split.
Okay.
I've never seen this.
This is serious money. It is. Sarah, Steve, choose either the split or the steel ball now. Hold it up.
We're going on with 50 grand each. I promise you that.
He's convinced. I think he's
Split or
got it.
steel? You never know what's coming in this game. Congratulations, Sarah. You have just won £100,150.
I'm surprised.
Wow. Wow. That's insane, dude. There's no way I would have trusted her. No way I would have trusted her, bro. No way. Oh my God. He got done dirty, brother.
Why do some do it? Better yet, why do they try to...
This is, Lady J said, cheating. Why do some do it?
Find reasons that it's not their fault.
Women usually cheat for 2 reasons.
Oh? Is it because they're selfish and morally bankrupt?
Because there's a lack of emotional availability from their partner.
So naturally, they would try to go and fulfill their needs elsewhere. Right, what's the other reason?
Or the obvious other reason.
I think we can all guess what that reason is.
So which one of those do you fall into?
Why ever would anyone try to insinuate that it's the fault of the person who was cheated on, that their partner decided to step out of the relationship, demonstrating that they are morally destitute and don't have the internal fortitude to actually address the issues in the relationship that could possibly be fixed, and instead went after their own selfish ambitions? Oh wait, that commenter was a man, wasn't it? Would we be having the same conversation if that commenter was a woman? I highly doubt it.
He's pretty good at that accordion. Going back to that last clip, though. Isn't it funny that when women cheat, it's a man's fault? But when men cheat, it's their fault as well. It's a man's fault. It's like, dude, men can't win for losing here. Like what is even going on? What is even going on? It's never a woman's fault if she cheats. It's the lack of the man's emotional connection. It's a lack of him not being there for her. It's never a woman's fault when she cheats. Isn't that kind of funny?
That I've seen a guy is having a mom, and even worse, having a sister.
Where's that?
Ma'am, what do you think is the biggest red flag in a man?
If he's born.
You name a female CEO.
Yeah, me. I'm a New York Times best. I was memed on far-right male incel accounts.
Let me explain something to you, just to be clear. I thought it was funny, and I'm not far right at all, dude. I'm pretty left. I don't know, man. Like, it would be funny if I got memed. Memeing is funny. Like, it's like almost an honor. It's like that, not an episode of South Park, but instead of writers of
Bro,
South
I agree with that. Like, when you get memed, that is a badge of honor. Like, if somebody made a funny meme of me and it went viral, I would be absolutely honored. Ain't that right, Loki? I've fallen at work and been injured. Oh, wait. I should call my lawyer.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
Hey, John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. It's Levi Nichs of YouTube. Can I get some cash, please?
Morgan & Morgan & Morgan & Morgan &
Morgan & Morgan &
Morgan & Morgan & Morgan & Morgan.
Did you know that your injury could be worth millions of dollars? Morgan & Morgan is the largest injury law firm in America, and they've recovered over $20 billion for their clients. $20 billion? That's a lot of cash. The insurance companies tried to lowball me, but Morgan & Morgan was able to take my pain and suffering and turn it into cold, hard cash. It's almost a good thing I was injured. But wait. How much is Morgan & Morgan gonna cost me? You never owe them legal fees unless they're successful. So it's completely free unless you win? Yeah. Hiring a lawyer, that sounds like really difficult. It's actually super easy. You can just go to their website and in a couple clicks, you can find out if you have a case. And you can literally do it from your smartphone. And remember, there is only one Morgan & Morgan. Wait, but it's two names though. How is it? Give me the script. Oh, both their last names. Okay, I get it. Okay, roll it. You can start your claim today by going to forthepeople.com/Levi, found in the description below. So if you're injured, you can trust Morgan & Morgan. Y'all know what time it is. Can we get some freeze and chomp chomps in the chat, poor flavor? Loki, free. Tear it up, son. Have at it. He likes those. They got a little chew to them. They got a little chew to them, boy.
We don't need no man.
Okay. My God.
He's mine and yours.
Oh my God, George! Oh, he lifted me. No, let go of me. I can do it myself.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, we're gonna need a man.
My back is broken. Ooh, this one just looks real bad.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, good idea, honey. Don't call the professionals, whatever you do. Don't let go of the chain. What is she hammering it? What is she doing?
They're doing construction.
Uh-oh. Ooh. Oh, okay, this is not looking good.
Oh my God, bro.
It's like you broke the TV.
And that is not how logic works. You can't just say that I'm willing to
tell me how logic works. Give me one rule of law of logic. Give me one law of logic. One.
It's based in fact. In truth.
What? What? Can you give me a single law of logic?
Can you?
Yes.
Okay,
The first is the law of non-contradiction. The second is the law of excluded middle. How many would you like? Would you like to get into informal logic as well?
Yeah, go for it.
Would you like to get into the law of identity? That's the third law. What else would you like?
That's semantics at this point.
No, that's literally the opposite of semantics. Do you know what semantics are? Because that's not semantics.
You stupid.
Okay.
Bro, like I always say, man, Andrew Wilson, the last guy you want to argue with.
Someone's feelings, but what's a green flag that low-key gives you the ick? Oh, I know my answer. And my answer is for surely gonna hurt somebody's feelings, but I truly don't give a I cannot date a man who is a good father. There's always a back-to-school night, a parent-teacher conference, a birthday party, a play date, a recital, a game. There's always something that he has to be at.
Being a good dad now is a
where
red
you get
flag?
a W-2 from?
The hat business, strong wool, yes.
You get a W-2 from there?
I do. I'm a contractor, but yeah.
So do you get a W-2 though?
A contractor is a 1099, not a W-2.
You stupid.
It's a 1099.
You know how much drama this guy must have gone through to know that?
Bro, that's wild. When you ask a direct question like that, especially a grown woman, you're asking her a direct question, and she says she doesn't know the difference between a W-2 and a 1099.
Here you go. Why are you on LinkedIn?
Oh my God. If you quit, this place would lose all of its sparkle.
Calm down. I'm just looking for a second job. My rent's going up soon, and I have a girlfriend.
Well, relationships don't cost money.
You're a liar!
I mean, if you ignore my first relationship, I usually spend less when I'm dating someone.
If you haven't seen that show, I actually think it's kind of funny. Abbott Elementary, Cass and I have watched some of it, like a lot of it actually. I think it's a pretty funny show.
A video of me like saying that I didn't need a man to like help me hang something on the wall, and it's this round mirror. Here, I'll show you my setup. Okay, so this is like the setup. Like I had everything out, right? Like that's the mirror I'm gonna hang up, and I wanted to hang it right here, and I measured it out and everything. I was doing well. I was doing very well, and then I realized that the mirror is like really heavy, so I have to, I don't know if they're called like anchors or something, but like I need an anchor. But anyways, I don't know. I thought that I knew what I was doing, and then I had to take the drill out, and then there's nothing in there, and I can't get anything in there. I don't know. I guess. You stupid.
Lord have mercy. Just hire a guy to do it. Hire a contractor to come in and hang that stuff up. I had a buddy of mine when I was hanging up my TVs and stuff like that. He was like, "Hey man, you're gonna come help me hang up my TVs?" So I was like, "Yeah, I'll come help you hang up your TVs." But then it got to a point where I got too busy and I couldn't hang up a TV, and he like got all booty hurt, and I was like, "Bro, you're a man. Go buy a drill and figure it out. Like, why are you getting mad at me?"
If I was to be a mom, I would quit everything and be a mom.
That's terrible. That's awful. You would quit everything to have the next generation.
To raise the kid, yeah, because you can't trust other people to do it, which is why I choose not to do it, because I don't want to give that up.
You do realize, though, that you become a reproductive dead end.
Yeah, this is my last life. This is my last time doing this.
Yeah, it's a reproductive, complete dead end.
It's such a weird thing you're saying, because you're worried about what your legacy is going to be when you're dead. Like, you're going to be dead, so who cares?
No. Why doesn't everybody on Earth just put a pistol to their head and pull the trigger then? Because they'll all be dead. Who cares?
No, because we have purpose. We're here to make art.
Oh, we have purpose.
Yes.
Make art? Honey, stop it.
Purpose is to make art. You're missing the plot. You have it backwards.
Creates purpose? That's the dumbest thing.
Yeah, a man that has a wife and kids is missing the plot, but a single girl with tattoos all over has got the plot down. Stop it.
I've ever heard. I just want to make sure we got this clear. You say I'm going to be a reproductive dead end. Who cares? Because after all, I'll be dead. But using the extension of that logic, like, who cares if everybody dies and has no kids then?
We are all going to die, but like I think if you're talking about purpose,
if all of us died and had no kids, who cares? Because we're all dead.
Yeah, I mean, we don't need to really make any more people.
Yeah, this could be the last generation ever.
It's totally fine.
Lord have mercy. 2 brain cells fighting for 3rd place. Unreal. Do we agree with her? This is from the Discord, so shout out to you guys for putting these suggestions in the Discord here.
And with no hose. Where are you? What are you?
Gym, working, taking care of.
Those men are everywhere. There's a lot of men that don't have a lot of 304s. I knew a lot of guys like that. Women think this stuff is easy. Like, this stuff is not easy. This one says feminists can't fathom basic statistics.
Just looked it up. It says 91% of assault victims are women.
Because it's reported.
That's not our fault that men don't report it, though.
Like, I'm
Do you
actually
understand
just done,
also
bro.
that they take the unreports? They take an estimate of the amount of women who have not reported these
Okay,
things.
well,
Okay, so
like-
let us assume you had a classroom with 20 women and 20 men, and all of them were assaulted. 19 of the girls reported it, and only 1 of the men reported it. So then you would say 90% of all assault victims are women. But that's not actually true.
That men think that they shouldn't be able to report things.
Oh, I'm
but
sorry. If
no,
I said you had it
absolutely
coming,
can.
what would you say to that? Now suddenly not so funny, right?
Andrew just needs to wear a chef's hat everywhere he goes, bro. Everywhere he goes, he just needs to wear a chef's hat. Let's see here. Arranged marriages lower divorce rates. I mean, I've heard this one. I think I may have seen this clip. I'm not sure.
I think that if you were to take men and women and then within 3 years of each other, if you did a national lottery at 25 years old, forcing men and women to get married, and you just did it based on a random name in the United States, just a random name, but they were within the same age group, like 3 years, I think that we would have less divorces than we do right now.
Why is that though?
Well, that's the $100 million question, right? Because this is actually how it used to be done.
Fixed marriages.
Well, it could have been fixed, but not the way that you think. So families have always interfered in marriage and relationships. But I'm not even really talking about arranged marriage. I'm saying that it used to be so that in a localized setting, that marriages actually happen very quickly, right? Usually within even just a couple of weeks of knowing each other. And they actually lasted quite a long time.
Yeah, arranged marriages have a very, very high success rate. But in the modern day right now, I say you need to date a woman for 3 to 5 years, bro. 3 to 5 years is how long you need to date a woman to be able to vet her correctly. Loki, can you get all the way on your place for me? Thank you, sir. It's good to have you. Still not. He always has to be touching the ground. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys on the next one, man. Peace.